So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm glad you guys are here. All right, so I wanted to set up this area because I want to show you these frames that I have been working on. And then I want to talk about using house paint as an option to acrylic painting, okay? And a few other things, but first, let us not forget our bouquet today. All right, so these roses here, these are called Charles Darwin. They're by David Austin, and they are so beautiful. And I picked them, the last two, because I'm leaving and I just wanted to see them. And then I was having this problem with my roses, and Karen over in New Mexico in Santa Fe was telling me what to do. So I have stripped my leaves, I've sprayed them, and I'm hoping when I come back from Buffalo, they all look good. All right, so I have a Bougainvillea that we have a few of these, and they're gorgeous. And if you can grow them in the Southwest and sunnier parts, warmer parts, because I don't think this likes to be near cold areas, it can be huge. It can be like 15 feet long, this bright, bright, gorgeous color, which I love. And then I have some of my different Scabiosa pin cushions. But here's what I wanted to show you. This is one of my favorite flowers. I'm going to pull it out. And it's a volunteer. It reseeds all over the place. So look it up and see if you guys can grow this, because the gophers like it, unfortunately, which really annoys me. Okay. This is called Love in the Mist. And that is a like the slang term, and I can't remember the real fancy name for it, but all right, ready? Okay, so it has these pods that look like this, and then it opens up and you look straight, you look straight down. Did that one have holes in it? Anyway, no, you look straight down, and I think they're so beautiful. They make me so happy when they come out, and they will reseed everywhere. They don't need water. They're growing in the dirt, and I love them, so I wanted to show you that one. Here's another cute little guy. They're really fun, especially fun to draw. And then a little salvia. This one's Hot Lips. All right, so keep sending your beautiful flowers. Somebody posted one of my favorites the other day, and I love seeing the flowers on our creative community. So send me your flowers. And Donna, I'm going to see Donna, and I'm going to see her peonies. So I will take a video of her peonies. I guess she's got tons of them. So excited. Okay, so let me tell you about my frames. I'm going to move this so you can see. I might have to go low. I thought I could do this. All right, I'm gonna move the frames closer. All right, so for now though, I have these two frames. They're huge, all right? This one, oh my God, and they're so heavy. Oh. All right, ready? These, I'm gonna have my husband take a couple photos. You can't even see the bottom, they're so big. So these are made out of wood, and Mark primed them for me with just regular paint, just one coat of white, that's it. And some of the artists didn't even need white. And what it is, I'm doing 3 of them, and they're gonna be all around Capitola, which is the town right next to me. It's a beach town. And they're gonna be on a pole and mounted and higher up, obviously, than down here. And the whole idea is for people to get out and hike and be with nature and be with art, which I love. And it's from our county of Friends. It's Friends Parks. It's a county nonprofit government group that really want to support hiking and parks in our area. And so these frames, along with a total of 20 artists all along the counties that neighbor me. So there's 3 artists that are going to be in the Capitola one, and then they're going to be out and about. And then when you're, with your family and you're hiking, you're going for a walk, you can take photos of yourself in the frame. How cool is that? So anyway, let me see if I can show you the bottom part. Oh my God. I hope I don't fall. So this is the bottom. And they were so much fun. When I first said yes and she showed up with 3, I was like, oh my God, I got to do 3 of them. But I have loved doing them. Each one took me, I'm going to show you the other in a minute. Each one took me about 2 days, like 2 good days to do. And so what I did was, I didn't do the layering like I normally would do on a canvas because it would take me forever. So I took a Sharpie and I just drew a design. And this one obviously are flowers. And then I did an abstract. And then my third one, which is not due for another month, will be California poppies with a blue sky background and lots of poppies coming up, like bigger to smaller. Okay, and so how I did it was, I did the Sharpies, I drew the outline of the flowers, and then I took my Nova paint, so it's not as thick, and I'll show you the house paints too. You could even use house paint, super easy on this. And then I painted in the flowers first, and then I did 1 coat, and then I painted in the background, and I used a little white and blue to kind of have a little gradient here with my blues. And then I had to do a second coat on the flowers just so it was nice and, you know, thick. And then I used the paint pens, and oh my gosh, you guys, let me get closer. The paint pens make all the difference. All right, see if you can see that. Let's see. Isn't that amazing? Like, just all of this is just with paint pens. So I was so, so happy. So this one will be out about, let me show you the other one. Let me put this one back. And the back is, oh, hold on. I want to show you the other one, but it's behind it. I didn't do that one very smart. Oh, I wonder how much these weigh. They weigh a lot. I don't know how they're going to hang them up. They're going to need like concrete. Okay, this one was inspired by this painting. So this painting, which I think I'm almost finished with, is called Raspberry Crush. And I remember I sent a post about this months ago and I asked everybody for the names, and I loved Raspberry Crush. So that's the name of this painting. And I thought, okay, that would be kind of fun to do. I wanted to not have them all identical. So this one was done the same way, where I took a sketch and then I took a Sharpie and I just started doing like designs and stuff. And I thought it was so ugly. The first layer, I was like, oh, so yeah, maybe I should just do flowers because it's easier. It's so ugly. And then, da-da, I did the paint pen magic. Okay, ready? Can you get over how big it is? Oh my God, ah! So, this, whew, I think I needed like a little break. This was all done with paint pens. And then as soon as I started using paint pens, it just made everything so much better. Okay, look. So Suzanne, our friend in Ireland, was thinking that she would like to make these and do some, let me, so you can not see you're talking to my nose. So she had an idea about maybe doing these and doing a smaller version, and then you could hang them, you know, you could even use them. She would like to use them for her inspiration board. So you take a frame and you paint the outside of it, and then you can put a piece of cork or a piece of wood behind it, and then you can put all your inspirational, you know, vision board stuff and mood board stuff on it. But then I was also thinking that you could do the same thing and just hang these outside. Like if you had a shed outside, how cool would that be to have a whole bunch of frames? So I don't know where to find them, or you can get them made, but this is just flat wood. I have no idea what kind of wood it is. It's heavy, but you can do that. So I was thinking maybe I'll just do like in my spare time, maybe I'll come up with like a free, you know, 30-hour or 1 hour class on my website, and we'll do a small one or something together. But anyway, isn't that fun? Okay, whew, bring them back now. So one thing I wanted to show you is how do you take care of it when it's outside, right? Oh, ready? Wah! There you go. So I didn't hang it on this easel because I was scared it was so heavy that the whole easel would fall down. But what I'm going to do to varnish it is I'm gonna take some, I grabbed this. I've never used this before. So this is Liquitex and it's a matte varnish and I'm gonna brush it on. And then, oh my God, the wood is so sappy. So anyway, I need to do like this for a second. It's all sappy. So I'm gonna varnish it today and they're gonna pick up those two tomorrow and we'll see how this does. I'm gonna let you guys know because I know a lot of you ask about varnishing and protecting your acrylics. This is a matte varnish. It gets brushed on, not sprayed on. And because it's gonna be an outdoor piece, I thought it'd be better to do that. And then the county parks is going to put an anti-graffiti, I don't even know what that is, but they are doing some sort of a spray or a varnish on top of what I'm doing to stop the people who might want to tag it. Wouldn't that be terrible? But I guess if they tag the abstract one, maybe it would just enhance it. Not too sure. So anyway, those are my frames and I'll post a little bit about those too. And then I'll show you guys next month the Poppies, which I actually think might be my favorite one, which I haven't started. So, all right. So the other thing I want to talk about today is house paint. And it came up, I wasn't going to talk about house paint, but it was through our thread in our group. Somebody was asking about house paint. And the reason why I wanted to talk to you about it is because I actually have been using house paint for on a canvas. And I'm going to put our thingy down and show you guys that in 1 second. And what I did was I did this experiment and I just think it's sometimes a really inexpensive way to go. So here's the deal. I got these samples and they're gigantic and I had no idea what I was ordering. But you know, if you go into a paint store like this, Kelly Moore, I'm not too sure if that's a national store or not, but Kelly Moore's one from us, or if you go into Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, look at the swatches. So you go to the swatches, you find a swatch that you like, you pick a color that you like, and you just ask for the sample size, which should be that size, not this size. This is huge, but this was only like $8. And so you can probably get sample sizes for maybe like $6 or even a little bit cheaper. But I think that there's nothing wrong with using house paint if you were doing your own projects. Maybe you use it for your first few layers and you're not selling it. The only reason why is I have no idea in 10 years from now if my paintings were gonna last with the house paint. I feel like, I'm gonna show you, it's not a painting, by the way, it's just paint on this canvas. None of it has faded, it's fine, but then you can also use things like varnish to put over it, which will stop any yellowing and could, you know, protect your coloring. So the other thing about house paint too, it's not as thick, it's not a heavy bodied acrylic, it's very similar to the Nova. So I thought I would do a little demo against the Nova. It's kind of like a contest, or not contest, I don't know, you know, like Nova versus house paint. Okay, but we all know that we love the Nova. All right, so hold on, I'm gonna see if I can move us without everything falling apart. All right, so hold on. I have this all set up. And I don't want the house paint to fall all over me, which it could. So the thing about house paints too is that I haven't opened these cans in a year and you really need to stir it. You know, you don't really need to stir acrylic painting. So hold on, we're gonna move us. We're gonna, oh, wow, that's close. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, all right. Okay, so, well, that was a smooth operator right there. I don't know if I'm backwards though. It's okay. I have a canvas, but I also want to show you. Oh, I think we are backwards, but it's okay. I'm not going to show you any reading or anything like that. All right, hold on. I still have sap everywhere. So this is a piece of raw. I don't even know if it's raw. No, it's not raw. It's gessoed. This is a piece of gessoed canvas that you can get in, you know, you could buy it by the roll. I got this at Blick and I just ordered, I think, a yard of it, but I wanted to experiment. I really want to create like a big, beautiful hanging piece of art that's not on a stretcher, and I want to be able to hang it on a wall, but I'm not there yet. So anyway, I use this as a backdrop now. But all the colors that you see on here are with the house paints. So here's some, let me move it up a little bit. Here's my pink. Then I got this hot pink. This is all Kelly Moore, but it really could be any brand, Benjamin Moore, anything like that. And this purple. So I put them down in here and they are fine. They have not faded. They're beautiful. And I'm thinking, you know, if you were going to do like a really big canvas, you know, painting with Nova, that's a lot of paint and that's kind of expensive. So here's my yummy hot pink from Nova, but I also grabbed this, it's a pretty cheap little canvas I have. So I wanted to show you guys the texture and how everything looks. And I just want to make sure I'm getting any of your questions coming up. They told me the samples are only for primer. I don't know if it's true, but worth asking. Leftover sample with. So, you know, here's what I feel. This is my philosophy on art supplies. I feel like there's a lot of people that tell you what you should and shouldn't do. And I think you should experiment and see for yourself. And, but again, like if you were selling it, I wouldn't sell it with house paint. These are all interior. These are not exterior, but let's see, what does it say exactly? I think they're interior. I don't even know. I mean, I'm getting it everywhere, by the way. These were for, let's just say they're interior because maybe the outside does something a little differently. Okay. I'm just going to go in and do these three and then we'll do some of the Nova. But isn't this color really beautiful? So it's definitely a little thinner. It's thinner than, you know, like a nice thick Liquitex. But it's more fluid. So if you wanted to put down like a big thing of color, then this would be a good option. What I would recommend is that you put down one coat and then you put down another. Just like you were painting a wall, and a wall sometimes needs 2 to 3 coats of your color. It's the same thing. You need, but you know, also when you're working, like when I was doing those wall frames behind me, I had to do a couple coats of color for the color to be really bright and beautiful. So this is this purple, and I don't even know what the name is. I just literally took a sample off the wall and said, oh, I like this color. The guy thought I was crazy. I said, oh, I like all these colors. And he probably thinks I'm doing my house in these colors. All right, so this is this beautiful pink. And again, you can see the consistency. It's a little thinner. Then let's just blend these two together, see what happens. This purple's a little bit on the muddier side, so I don't think I'd use it to mix. And then I'll grab some of that white that I like to mix with, see what happens there. And then this is this lighter pink. This is one of my favorite out of the colors. It seems thicker and it's also a really pretty color. But once all that dries, I could go back over it again and do the colors. All right, so let me get our Nova. I'll put our Nova. There we go. So just putting the paints down, the Nova. Oh, you guys, it's look. Good luck. Hold on. Look. Do you see? It's a ladybug and there's no spots on the ladybug. I need to get that back into my garden. Oh, do you guys even see it? Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Am I even in frame? Oh, there it is. No spots. Is that good luck or bad luck? Let's say it's good luck. All right, little guy. Let's see. Don't worry. The ladybug's still fine. I'll put that back into the garden, or I'll put you back into the garden. Okay. So the Nova paint with one coat is thicker and it's brighter, but that's also because that's the color of that Nova. But I would say that the 3 house paints were on the thinner side, but they were the same consistency. The Nova might be a touch thicker, you know, not like a ton thicker. And then I want to show you. All right, let's, hold on. Hold on, don't go anywhere. I gotta put a hole in my, shoot. Uh-oh. Shoot. Okay, hold on, we could have a disaster mess. Don't do this at home. I need to clean this off. It's bad. It is bad. All right, let me grab a brush. Grab a handy dandy brush. Here's one that's kind of wrecked. I just want to do a little bit of blending with that white that I love. So blending the house paint is great. Adding a little bit of acrylic paints. And right before I got on here to the Facebook Live, I did do a little bit of research, and they do recommend, if you want to turn some of your thicker acrylic paints to be more fluid, then to mix in a little house paint. So I thought that was really interesting. But you can see once you start adding in another coat of paint, like this white, so it paints fine, and there you go. So I'd say if you're on a budget, I'd say a couple things. If you're on a budget and you want to think about painting a bigger surface, then maybe you could paint the first layer down with house paint, or you can go and get some samples, real small samples, and just mix it in with some regular paint. Or if you want to do like a layered project, I just don't see any harm in it. And especially if you can put some varnish on top of it, I think you would be totally fine. So there you have it. Do you guys have any questions on the house paint rather than my ladybugs? That's so beautiful. I mean, Nova is gorgeous, but let me just make sure. Let's see. I just remember Flora Bali does a lot of painting on her interior walls, and she uses regular artist acrylic even on her walls and not house paint. Well, maybe she got some paint from, you know, a company that was giving her samples. It's expensive. Acrylic paints are expensive, and it's a great kind of budget way to, you know, do something on a budget. I have no idea, Suzanne, what that is. Floetrol. I'm sure, is that like a fluid? Is that a way to keep your paints fluid? So that is, these are the house paints. I'm actually going to put the caps back on. And the main thing is you just want to stir it, and every time you use it, and then get a weight. Just ask them for the smallest sample they have, because seriously, that's a pretty big sample I have. All right, hold on. I'm going to show you a couple other things while I put this up. So has anybody else used house paint? I just thought it was interesting that you guys were talking about it. And I've been working on this piece behind me as like the bottom layers. I also think if I did another, oh, we're shaking, sorry about that. I also think if I did another frame, frame on wood, I would use the house paint to get it started. Because I ended up using a lot of Nova paint on that project. Oh, come here, little ladybug. Hold on. I'm just going to put this little guy outside. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Hold on. I got to save the ladybug. Whoops. Oh, hold on. Oh, little guy. Hold on. He's upside down on my hand now. Let's flip him over. Okay, everybody. Whoop. We're going to go outside. Later, ladybug. Okay. Let's see. What else do I want to show you? I wanted to just chat real quick, too, about I know that not all of you guys did this class, but some of you did. And the Zoom class that we just did, is this in? There was some questions that if I could create one of our Facebook Lives and work on a palette of different marks, and then we can chat about the different marks. So this one was the sample, and then this is the one I did in the class. And then when you're working in the, when we were working in our class, hold on, it's crooked, is that, you know, it's hard to finish a piece completely. So I would suggest that you just keep on working on it and just, you know, take the photos in black and white and see if there's some darks or lights that you might need. Like I look at this here and I think, okay, well, maybe I need to go in with a few more darks and lights. So it was so fun. I had a great time doing it, and it's just finding your own marks and things. So I just wanted to let you guys know, I know you'd asked me to come up with a live to talk about different marks that I love to do, and I will. It's just that I didn't have time this week because I am leaving on Monday, and I also need to finish another class that I'm working on. So there you have it. All right, and then I wanted to show you, what else I want to show you? Oh, I wanted to show you next month's one. Somebody else asked me about that. All right, so this is a tulip one. Well, it's not even a tulip one. Whoa, it's a, just kind of like, you know, whimsical abstract flowers, but I'll tell you where I got the idea from. And that was my house paint earlier, is I started working on this really rough sketch, and I thought, you know what, that would be really fun to do. And I really am basing it off of using the opera. I called this Oprah the other day. And I just love this hot pink. And so, you know, whether you guys have this set, which we talked about a couple weeks ago, and the link to this is in my favorite art supplies, but this is Tropicals, and it's like 25 bucks for this little set. And they have two beautiful pinks that are really fine if that's what you have. And if you want to buy a separate tube color, the Opera just makes this beautiful hot pink, gorgeous color. And so I used that as my first, you know, brush stroke, and then I based this design off of it. And what I really want to do in this class is use just a few brushes, but some big ones and some medium-sized ones, because I really feel like you can go into your painting and get a lot of layering done by just using brushes and different brush strokes. So this is going to be a class where we're not adding a whole bunch of stuff to it. It's just going to be watercolors. And I thought it would be really fun to just do watercolors and just add them to it. And you can see all the details down here. So these are just, oh, and we're backwards, but you guys can figure that out. And you just go, you know, over and over and over with little details. And we're going to be working on this. And, oh, Sherry is my awesome neighbor. And I'm so glad you're there and here. And yes, working on a frame would be a great idea. I can come over and check it out. So let me flip us back around. And, yes, I bet I would love Jane Davenport's. I love Jane Davenport. In fact, Jane Davenport, let's see. Woo! Jane Davenport was one of my very first online teachers. She's amazing. I've never met her in person though. So what else do I want to tell you? Okay, I want to tell you a couple dates. So keep in mind a couple dates. Next week, I'm going to be doing a live from my mom's house. So Nanny, that's what we call my mom, Nanny, is going to be coming up with ideas and tips on her things that she likes to do, like make sure her brushes are clean and all that kind of stuff. So if you guys have any things that you would like my mom to talk about, make sure you send them to me, email me, or put them in the comments. So it's the same time. You don't have to worry about a time change. And I don't know where I'll be. Oh, I know where I'll be on that second. I'm going to be gone for a long time. The next, you know what? That next Saturday, I'm flying home on the 12th. So I won't have a live on the 12th. And then the following week, I'm doing a Zoom. So don't you fret. We will be in touch for sure. So next Saturday is at my mom's. And what else I want to tell you guys? I know it's a big holiday weekend over in the United States. So have a safe weekend. And keep sending your gorgeous art, you guys. I really want to see it. I want to see the Zoom classes too. And all of your gorgeous art. And if you have any questions. Oh, one other thing before I forget. I sent an email to everybody who took the Zoom class, and the recording is up. So make sure you check for your emails on that, okay? And so let's see. Do you guys have any questions? Let's see if we got any questions today. Oh my gosh, I love that you ordered all that stuff. Let's see what is happening. Anything else? You guys have any questions for me? I know we're always a little bit tiny bit delayed. I got Sherry here and Kathy. Okay. All right, my little friends. I'm sorry this was a shorter one. I have got to get those frames finished and get my act together and then get on a plane. So sending you guys lots of love. And I'll see you guys next week from Buffalo, New York. Signing off. Maybe I can have Donna Propus there too. Okay. All right, guys, have a great week. Thanks for joining. Thanks for popping on. Goodbye. Yes, Pam, you can pay for that class. The class is available on my website. It's called Creative Sessions. So you can get the tulip one, and you can also get the abstract one. And the recordings are all in there, okay? So I think you'd like that. Okay. What were those brands of pink? Oh, now the questions are coming in. Oh, Lorna, those were Kelly Moore paints, but all you need is a sample. Go into a hardware store and you grab a sample, like the little sheets of colors, and they will match it. All the brands are pretty similar. I mean, you can buy fancy pants brands, but that was Kelly Moore, which I don't know where that is for everybody. So anyway. All right, it's Sherry the Hag, friends. Mwah! I'll see you later. And Renee, your giveaway that you won is in the mail. Okay, bye.